Winston has claimed this boulder as his own, and he is king of the campsite. Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Y'all, we are at another new location yet again. Now that I think about it, we've actually checked out quite a few new spots this year in terms of BLM land so far, and it's only February. But we are close to my home base, only 20 minutes away, and in this video I'm going to show you what camp looks like, and I'm going to get it set up in a time-lapse portion. We are camping with Hobo Joe on the go. I'm so excited to see her again. It's been a few months, so it'll be really nice to catch up with her. And of course, we are here with Maddie as well. So let's dive right into this content. Y'all, it is warm and sunny today, 74 degrees. Tomorrow is actually supposed to be 78. Luckily, there is a bit of a breeze. It's been kind of windy the last couple of days, but it's not as bad today, especially because it's warm. I decided not to put out my 9x12 rug because there's a lot of grass and this ground is nice and soft, so I have a really minimalist setup here at camp this time around. On one side of my van is Maddie, and the other side of my van is Hobo Joe. The terrain is really cool for Winston to enjoy. There are lots of weeds growing around because of all of the rain, but also a lot of wildflowers, which is fantastic. I arrived to camp around 12:30 or so. Hobo Joe and Maddie got here one day before I did, but I spent a night with my mom because I haven't been spending a ton of time with her the last few months since the holidays hit and the new year came about. My mom has been really busy with a transition of new nursing jobs, and I've just been really busy traveling, so it was nice to catch up with her. You can tell from the tapestry on top of Winston's playpen that it was a bit breezy, but again, nothing too bad. And it only took me like 5 minutes to set up. That's one thing I really love about my minivan camper and being really simple and minimalist is it doesn't take me long to set up or put away, so I can get to enjoying my friends and the scenery and catching up with everybody. I didn't put out my rug again because there is quite a bit of grass here. The ground is nice and soft for Winston and his toes, so no need to put out my rug, but I just went with my very basic minimalist setup. I will only be here for 2 nights because I have to be back at my home base for a meeting on Tuesday. So I put out Winston's playpen and my water. And this terrain is a lot different than what we're used to. It is not flat at all, but I did get a nice flat spot. There is Hobo Joe, and we are actually surrounded by sandy washes, which can be dangerous, and you can definitely get stuck if you are not prepared for what awaits your tires. But I'm keeping a close eye on Winston because there's a lot of space around here that he can get out of my sight. So we're kind of at the base of a small little mountain, and I was a little bit nervous about getting in here with the minivan, but it worked out just fine. I had to have Maddie guide me a little bit, but of course there's his van, and we have views for days. I can actually see the I-10 like way out there. So this is what we are working with at camp this weekend. Here is one of the washes. It's right on the edge of our camp, and it's easy to mistake it for a road in some areas, but it is simply a sandy wash. There's been so much rain this winter that it's just really grown in, and there's a lot of weeds, but it makes it pretty. I even did spot some wildflowers over here. It's actually the start of Arizona wildflower season. And these over here are actually not weeds, these are wildflowers. And look at how pretty. Just wait until the purple ones come in. They are so beautiful. So it's kind of nice to have some greenery. Hey, kiddo. Does that sand feel good? A good change of pace from the quartzite rockiness. This is the tapestry that Glenna gifted to me, and I put it up in my trunk, excuse me, for privacy using the magnets that Maddie gave me. So it worked out really well, and look at how pretty it is. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Of course, I also have a tapestry up in my side door for privacy, as well as the tapestry on top of Winston's playpen and now in my trunk. So they just come in handy for so many different things. And in this case, privacy for really when I'm using the bathroom inside my van. And actually having the one up in my trunk made it pretty warm in the van. So if it's cool out, it's a great way to keep it nice and toasty inside. Pretty dope views from up here. Even though this campsite was a little bit difficult for me to get into, it's worth it for these views because we're kind of parked down in this little valley, which is nice because we have privacy and Winston kind of has free reign. There's Hobo Joe on the go, of course. I think we'll probably, hopefully, have a beautiful sunset. I kind of want to come up here to see it tonight and take some video. Surprisingly, lots of people here. This area that we're in, like right here specifically, is absolutely not big rig friendly. But I do see like a massive travel trailer in the distance and some Class A's kind of more in the distance. So I think there are some easier parts to get to. There's Winston and Maddie way down there. There they are. There's the boys. My friend Rye just arrived at camp and I am so excited to see him. I see him like once a year and it's been a year since I've seen him. So he lives in a converted box truck. So I'm stoked that he is here for 2 nights to hang out with us and then he will be on the move as well. As the evening was getting started, I realized I hadn't used my portable bonfires in a while. So since the 4 of us were going to hang out and start chatting and catching up, I got it lit and it got going pretty good despite the wind.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on, wait before you put that there.
Okay.
Where did I have to? Okay, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that'll travel down to the Vaseline.
Yeah. Oh, you got some Vaseline down in there?
I got a paper towel wrapped in Vaseline.
Cool.
And that'll
That's a nice
smolder
little
up.
tip that we've learned along the way, huh? Well, you guys, I'm going to leave this here in case y'all need it, but I don't think you will.
Yeah, okay.
But,
Yeah, I have a couple, like I said, paper bags too if we need them. That'll be a nice little fire.
Let it smolder. It'll catch up. I gotta put some long pants on.
What do you think, kid? Look at it go. I know. Now we're working with fire. Tonight's fire brought to you by Bush Light.
Is it doing good?
Yeah.
Let me get my little fire poker out.
Yeah, look at it.
How did I hit on that?
Look at you with that big wood. I think we'll probably be good. Oh, there she is, Hobo Joe.
Hobo Joe's finally out again.
There she is.
I got so restless at my sister's house.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Go, man. Go. I might have to go get my sweatpants on. Getting a little chilly now that the sun's going down.
The four of us had such an awesome evening, and look at this fire. I'm really impressed. We used a pile of wood that someone had gathered as well as some cardboard we had around camp. So it was really wonderful and so nice to catch up with Hobo Joe on the go and my friend Rye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next time.